In the traditional way of making a dado, you'd stack shims and chippers to equal the thickness of the wood, which is very time-consuming and has varied results using trial and error. The Strip Rip Dado fixture will compensate for the thickness of the blade, as well as the thickness of the wood with great results. With our system, we've developed a product that will eliminate the traditional way and save you a great deal of time and frustration. To start, we set up our dado stack using 2 outside dado blades and 2 dado chippers, which equals approximately 1/2 inch. Now bring the table saw fence up to the saw blade using a sheet of paper as a feeler gauge. We will now bring the table saw fence right up to the blade without touching the blade. We will now introduce our fixture. Place the leading edge of the fixture up tight to the table saw fence. Adjust the locking wedge clamp to fit into the saw miter gauge slot. Next, we bring our auxiliary fence forward until it just touches the outside of the tooth on our blade. Lock the setting into place. This is a one-time adjustment. As long as your saw setup stays the same, you don't have to go through that process again. It can be used repeatedly with the same results. We will now lower the blade, put our zero clearance insert in, and adjust the blade height and the distance from the table saw fence to desired dimension. This particular cut will be approximately 1/2 inch. We'll remove the fixture from the saw and make our first cut. What we've done with our first cut is make a dado that is equal to the width of the dado stack. The next thing we need to do is reintroduce our fixture back to the saw. Bring it up tight against the table saw fence and lock it into place. Move the table saw fence out of the way. Insert the wood to fit the dado slot on the fixture base and return the table saw fence up to the wood. Adjust the fence to the desired fit. Now we can remove the Strip Rip Dado and make our second cut. Perfect fit every time. You can't make a dado any quicker or more accurately than that. This fixture has an added bonus. It will cut consistent strips every time. Slide the Teflon finger out and you can cut strips of the same thickness multiple times. The first thing we want to do is true up our board and make sure the right edge and the left edge are parallel. We're going to make a pass to true up our board to ensure that our strips will be even. The next step is to determine how thick of a strip we want. One way to do this is to make a mark with a pencil about 1/8 of an inch. We're going to line up the saw to the pencil mark on the wood. Now we'll start our pass and then stop the saw. Stop the saw midway through your cut. We now extend the strip rip finger up to the edge of the wood. Lock it into place. Make sure it's back away from the edge of the blade so when it's done cutting, the cut can fall clear of the fixture. Bring the finger out until it just touches the board, then tighten the finger. For the second cut of the same size strip, move the wood to touch the strip rip finger and make your cut. As you can see, these 3 strips are the same size. Cutting strips of wood is so easy with the Strip Rip Dado.